Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. Oh boy, I really did not want to go to work today. Today is my dad's 8-year death anniversary. Oh man, it's always hard on this day. It is always very hard on October 29th. Of course, it's all in my Facebook memories, and it's difficult. It is really difficult. Today is a beautiful day. Today it's already like 70 degrees in Chicago, and I'm already sweating. It was the day that my father died in his sleep. It was like today. It was a very warm day. Very unusual. We had a very unusual warm October and November. We really didn't kind of get cool weather until like around Thanksgiving. That first Thanksgiving in November of 2016 was the worst Thanksgiving I had ever had in my life. The first Christmas was just as bad. New Year's Eve was even worse. The first year of him passing, the first 6 months, 9 months, up to a year was the worst. Was the worst time in my life. One of the worst times in my life. I had lost so much weight. I couldn't think, I couldn't eat, I couldn't function, I grieved him so very hard, to the point that I couldn't function. I just could not function. I went back to work after being off for like 2 weeks. I didn't have no more vacation time, so I was like, I'm not coming. I just could not come. And it was horrible. It was horrible. The worst time of my life. I kid you all not. It was horrible. But you know, it's just, why are you over here and you driving this slow? I just don't understand it. When I tell you, it's literally nobody in front of her. Nobody in front of her. But it was the worst. And, I have, I've gotten better, but I think about him all the time. In fact, I dreamed about him this morning, because I ended up really kind of like oversleeping, and I dreamed about him this morning. And I'm always saying to myself, when does it get easier? And it never really gets easier. You just learn to cope with it, And I've learned over the last 8 years, to cope with it. But when I tell you it seemed like it just happened yesterday, that's how I feel. So I'm dedicating this video to him today. It was one of the worst days of my life. October 29th was one of the worst days of my life. And what was so bad about that day, that he died on that day, was it was my little cousin's birthday. My cousin's daughter's birthday. And that was my dad's sister grandchild. And she missed her birthday party because she was at the house with us, I mean, I got no sleep that night. I mean, it was a beautiful day. Like today, it's going to be a beautiful Saturday. And, you know, it had just been exceptionally warm. And the Friday night that I left, he was on the phone with that sister that I was telling you about. I only have one living aunt left. All my aunts are gone. I only have uncles now. And all of those uncles are on my mother's side. I don't have any aunts left except for her, for Aunt Ida. And she was actually named after my great-grandmother. Her mother's mother was named Ida. And it was her granddaughter's birthday. She missed the party. And her granddaughter was so upset that she had missed her party. You know, she was little. She was trying to explain to her, you know, what was going on. And so today is her birthday. And I do believe she turned 12 today. Or 13. She might be 13. She might be 13. So I definitely have to call her mom and wish her a happy birthday today. They had invited us to the party, and we didn't get to go. We didn't get to go. And so I'll never forget. I never will forget that Friday when I left. He was talking to my aunt, and he seemed a little agitated, you know, just a little bit. And my father never ever, all the years that I've been in the grown or whatever, my father never would say bye to you. He just like, oh, okay, you gone? Yeah, I'm gone. All right. And that would be it, you know. But this particular Friday, like I said, he was a little agitated because she was asking him about the medicine that he was taking. They had given him these pills. And they were these big pills for him to take because he had just got out the hospital the week before with pneumonia. And I had got him some Ensure because he wouldn't eat. And my mother, he loves sherbet ice cream. I hate sherbet ice cream, but he loves sherbet ice cream. And so he was starting to eat that. He had ate some soup. My mother had made, he loved vegetable soup. And my mother had made that. And he wouldn't eat. So I had got him some Ensure because, you know, that would try to build his strength. He was so thin. He had lost so much weight from the time that, you know, he had, had been sick, you know. And that Friday, my mother was getting a package. It might have been that Friday or before that. And he was walking towards the door, and I was saying, I'll get it, I got the door. And when he walked back, that's when I saw how thin he was, because every time I saw him, when I would come over, he would always be laying down on the couch. So when I saw how thin he was, I was like, oh my God, he's so thin. And he wasn't a big man anyway. But he had started to get like a little gut, you know, he had got that or whatever. He was tall. My father was like 6'3", 6'4". And so, you know, I didn't realize, like I said, that he had lost, you know, so much weight. And I had got the insure, because the insure, you know, we was trying to get him to eat. My mother kept on saying, you're not going to get no better if you don't eat. Kurt, you got to eat. My father's name was Curtis. Kurt, you got to eat. You got to eat. I told my mother, I said, he must really not have an appetite. She said, well, he ain't going to get no better if he don't eat. And she kept on saying that. And I think that was part of her worrying. She was worried, you know. And when I left, I said, Daddy, we gone. Christopher and I are gone. And I said, I'll be back tomorrow. And he was on the phone. And he just kind of looked at me. And I just will never ever forget the look on his face. And it was a look of, which I didn't catch or understand it until later, but it was a look of like, no, you know, no, you won't see me, you know. And I just remember, you know, I just remember the look on his face. And he told me bye. He waved. He said bye. And he just never, ever did that. And I guess that was his way of saying bye to me. I'm sorry. And you know, when I think about it now, you know, I'm just like, you know, you know, you always have this regret and you always have this guilt. You always be like, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? You know, and I felt like, you know, like I should have hugged him, you know, but he was on the phone, you know, so it was like, I didn't want to disturb him. He was already a little agitated. But I just never, ever will forget the look on his face, you know. And it was just like a look of like, you know, this is it. You ain't going to see me no more. I think my father knew that he was dying. I think he knew that he wasn't going to make it. But, you know, of course, when people are dying, they can't tell you, you know, that they dying. Lord have mercy. So, November 3rd was the day that we had his funeral. And again, it was a very warm day. Very warm day. And, you know, baby, it was the worst day of my life. It was the worst day of my life. And I grieved him so hard. But, you know, death is just one of those things that I just don't do well with. I don't do well with it at all. I just don't. So, you know, I just ask you all to pray for me today, because I really, really need it. I really need it. But I started to stay home, honestly. I really did. I started to stay home. I really, really did. I started to stay home. I don't know what to say. I just want to pay my respects to him. And I wish he was here, you know, because so much in Chris has grown up, you know, because when he died, Chris was 9 or 10. And he didn't get to see him grow, you know, really grow up. And, you know, the last 8 years has been really difficult in some ways, but has also been, you know, I don't understand why there's so much traffic out here today. It's been difficult in a lot of ways, but it also has taught me a lot of things, you know. And I just, you know, I thank God for keeping my mom healthy these last 8 years. She really, really, really struggled when my father passed. They had been together 50 years. My mother said my father had been in her life longer than anybody had been in her life. And when you think about it, yeah, because her mom died when she was in her 40s. You know, my grandmother was my grandmother that was murdered. And, you know, and although, you know, my grandparents' murder was very, very devastating, very traumatic, but I feel as though, even though my father did not die of a tragic event, it was very tragic, though. It was very tragic in the way I viewed it, you know. But I also felt like it was a beautiful death, because this is how he said he wanted to die. He always said that. He always said, I don't want to suffer. I just want to die in my sleep. I just want to go on home to God in my sleep. And that's just how he went. And then my friend who just recently passed, that's how he died. He died in his sleep. You know, and sometimes, you know, God gives us that grace, you know, where he just come on down and he just swoop you up. You know, I compare it to a bird who comes down out of a tree and he see a piece of food and he decides that, you know, he wants this piece of food. He just swoop that food on up and take it on back up in that tree. And that's how God does, you know. He just come on. Some people he just take that way. You know, he don't want you to keep suffering. He don't want you to suffer. He knows what suffering is ahead. And sometimes, you know, if you can die in your sleep and God spare you that's a beautiful death, in my opinion. It was tragic for us because of how we found him and being in shock and trying to wrap our minds around it, because we were like, it's nothing, you know, he was getting better, you know. But in fact, he really wasn't getting better. And then we didn't know that he had COPD. He didn't share that with us, you know. You know how secretive you men are when it comes to your health and taking care of yourself. So, you know, but to God be the glory for the things that he has done. And even in death, I still give God praise, because we don't write the story and we don't end the story. We are not in control. Only he is. And so I know that God will listen to your request, and he will grant you that grace and that mercy. And he doesn't have to, but he does. And that's just how good he is. So although I'm sad, although it's a day that, you know, remembering him, and I miss him, I miss him, I miss him, I miss him. I miss him. Okay, about to get, I miss him. You know, I miss him. And if I could see him again, I sometimes, you know, I don't know where it say, I wish death had visiting hours. You go visit. But you know, it would be even that much harder because you would have to leave them. You know, you'd have to leave them. And so what I want to say to you all is that enjoy life. You know, enjoy your life. Enjoy the things that make you happy, the things that make you smile. Whatever it may be. If it's going to Starbucks and getting your favorite coffee, if it's putting on your clothes, you know, stop saving your clothes. You know, so many times we save our clothes. I'm saving this. I'm saving this for when I go somewhere. Put it on. What you saving it for? Because tomorrow is not promised. You know, we are here today and we are gone on the same day. It's not even, oh, here today, gone tomorrow. No, here today, gone today. You know, so don't be saving your clothes. Don't be sitting around saying, I'm never going to go on a cruise, or I want to go to Aruba. Put it in motion. Put it in play. In play. Do it. I want to go to Italy. Go. I want to go to Paris. Go. I want to take a road trip. Go. Do things that you want to do, because you may not be here to do them. And stop waiting on other people to do it with. You know, stop. Stop waiting on people. Stop waiting on people. Stop waiting on people. Because people will have you waiting and waiting and waiting. And they will disappoint you each and every time. But live your life the way you want to live your life. And do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. I'm going to do the same thing he's doing. Because I do not want to be behind this truck. But, you know, live your life and do what you want to do to make you happy. Live your life and experience the things that you want to experience. You know, because, you know, sometimes we be like, oh, I want to do this, or I want to go here, or I want to do this, I want to do that. And we be waiting on other people to do things to make us happy and bring us joy. And you got to find the joy in your own life. You got to find the joy in your own existence. You know, you cannot wait on people to make you happy. You cannot wait on people to do things that you want to do, that you have the desire to do. You can't. Because you'll never do them. You'll never get a chance to experience or do anything because you'll constantly be waiting on other people to do it. Well, I'm going to wait on so-and-so. You can't. Can't do it. You got to do things to make you happy, to bring you joy, to bring you happiness. So, you know, don't be waiting on people. Put your clothes on. Take yourself out to dinner. Take yourself out to lunch. You want to go see a movie? You want to go see a play? Go. Don't be waiting on nobody. Do the things that make you happy. Whatever they may be. Y'all, I went and got my nails done. It's purple. So yesterday, this nail right here, it was loose. So on my lunch break, I went and I got my nails done. Like that purple? That purple is pretty. So I went on and got them done. I was like, because if I don't, this is going to pop off. But these are my nails. I just have overlay. They grew so much. They grew so much. I don't have no fake acrylic nails on here. So, turn this all the way down. I don't know what it is with me this week. You know, I was doing real good getting up, getting out the house, getting up early enough to put on my makeup. But I ain't been able to get with the program. I just can't get with it. I don't know. I can't. Sometimes I can get with it, and sometimes I can't. This has been one of them. Ever since last week, I've been just dragging. I just can't get with the program. I do not like the way this makeup looks up here. So I was going to do a SHEIN haul because I had ordered 2 dresses off of SHEIN for Halloween. Oh, this is going left. But I am so upset with SHEIN right now. I don't even want to do a video talking about their products. I really don't. So I've decided not to do the SHEIN haul. I don't want to do it. I'm very, very angry with them in the way in which they did me, especially my representative, because you know, I have always did whatever brand asked me to do, and I'm really, really pissed off with them. And so I refuse to do a SHEIN video. I refuse. So I'm gonna get back to doing fashion hauls, but I reached out to Lovely Wholesale. I reached out to them because they had wanted me to do a haul for them, but they had wanted me to do it on TikTok. Excuse me, and they wanted me to do only one item, and I told them no. I said no. I said I don't have a following on TikTok like I do on YouTube, so I don't want to do that. So hopefully they'll send it to me. And I don't know how many of you are. I'm not really a rainbow shopper. I buy some things off of Rainbow, but not really. So what I said what I would do, I was gonna go over on Fashion Nova and pick out some stuff. But like I told you all, you know, had I known SHEIN was gonna do this, I wouldn't have even bought the shit that I bought. So I said that I would show you all like my t-shirts and stuff like that, like I got on one today. But I'm not doing no video. I'm not doing no video for SHEIN no more. I'm not. And I let her know. I said, and you're a liar. Because I know that there's been campaigns that have come up. Because I talk to other YouTubers. So I know that. You know, Nick Techniques got clothes. Jen on Demand. So I know that they lying. And that's fine. You can keep lying. But you ain't finna get nothing from me. And that's what I was going to ask you all. If you all know the SHEIN's corporate information, let me know. Because I really want to reach out to their corporate office to let them know what's going on. Because she's not responding. So I think I'm gonna have to go a different route. All them videos I have on my YouTube channel are mainly all SHEIN. And I'm so pissed off that ASOS is gone. Oh my goodness. That was my shit right there. ASOS. I hate they gone. So you all, this new I told you I went down to a lighter, to a darker. I cannot see this. I think this is 410. I think. And it is Juvia's Place. I need to get my little kabuki brush. But I had said I was going to show you all the two dresses that I bought. They was Halloween dresses. And I said that I was going to show you all, you know, these t-shirts that I bought. I'm like, I'm not showing nothing. I'm not doing no video so they can get money and people can order off of them. I was like, fuck them. I'll reach out to some other brands, some other clothing brands. I'm not fucking with SHEIN no more. I'm done. And I'm not buying nothing else from them either. I'm not. So I might, and this is a big might, I might do a Temu haul. I'm not a fan of Temu either. My mother orders off of Temu more than she orders off of SHEIN. I don't like Temu clothes. I have ordered from them, but I'm not a big fan of theirs. I like more of their house wear stuff more so than their clothes. So, but I definitely not doing nothing else about SHEIN. To me, it's a waste of time. You know, if you can't support me and you want to lie to me and do all of that, why should I promote your brand? I mean, think about it. Why should I promote their brand even on what I have spent my own personal money on? I'm not pushing them no more. I'm not pushing them. And even if she came back and said she wanted to work with me again, I wouldn't. She left a real foul taste in my mouth concerning them. I'm good. I'm good. So I don't have to do nothing else for them. I do like Fashion Nova clothes. So I was thinking about getting some stuff from them. But like I said, you know, I just haven't bought no clothes lately because of the money. And it's very expensive to do hauls and keep buying stuff to show. And that's why you try to hook up with brands so you can get things to show on the channel to keep your channel going. But I'm not finna beg nobody for nothing. I don't care who you are. So if she ever came back and said she wanted to work with me again, I would tell her no. Because if you do this to me, what else will you do? And they left a real bad taste in my mouth. You know, and they would always ask you to not say on your channel that their clothes was cheap. Or, you know, they didn't care about you saying it was China-based or nothing like that. But they didn't want to say that their clothes was cheap. And a lot of their clothes, some of their clothes were good clothes, you know, through other brands or whatever. But I also, Jen on Demand sent me something about being an Amazon ambassador. So I'm going to go that route. And if I go that route, then I can get some clothes off of Amazon too. You know. But them, I'm done with them. And everybody always wants SHEIN because, you know, SHEIN was so popular for so long. And you know, I bought from them before I became an ambassador too. You know, because their clothes was reasonable. But when you do something like that to people and you don't give no explanation, and you know, I'm not stupid. I know what being blackballed means. You know, when you put it out there for nobody to work with this particular influencer. And like I said, I've never done anything to not represent their brand. You know, I've always represented. And so I just feel some type of way about them. I really do. And like I told you all, I'm not telling y'all what to do, because, you're grown and you have to make your own decisions in regards to whatever. But I'm just not doing it no more. And I didn't deserve what I got at all. I never put their clothes down. I always represented their clothing in a really professional manner. I always showed whatever she sent. I showed it in a timely fashion. And again, like I said, I put those links in the video. I did the thumbnail. I did all of that. I put the links in. I pushed put the hashtags in. I've been working with SHEIN too long not to know how to do that. And even if I didn't do it, how you gonna blackball me for one video when there's hundreds of videos on there that I've done of SHEIN, and I've always done that? You don't know. I may have forgot. I may have been rushing, but that wasn't even the case. They were there. So it just taught me a lesson. It just taught me a lesson. But see, what brands need to understand is when you have a following, your following, when you discontinue your relationship with me, you discontinue your relationship with my fans. That's how that go. So, and then maybe they don't want to work with me because maybe they don't feel like I'm getting the views that I used to get or whatever. But I still would get 1,000 views, sometimes 2,000 views on, from different videos and stuff like that. So, they can kick rocks with open-toe shoes as far as I'm concerned. I ain't trying to figure it out. I'm not kissing nobody's ass to work with Sherelle Cotton. I'm not. I am not kissing nobody's ass. And I mean that. I don't have my little mirror. I can't see. I ain't kissing nobody's ass. Feel whatever way you want to feel. But like I said, when you get rid of me, just know, baby girl, just know when you get rid of me, you got rid of my fans too. And that's how it go. So don't come back now talking, or come back later talking about, can we consider something? No, you did me the way you did me, and you showed me who you really are. And as the saying goes, when people show you who they really are, believe them. Now let me tell you something. I got to be too old to not believe that fat meat is greasy. It's so dark still outside. I can't see. So you all know that this coming weekend, we fall back. Did y'all know that? I thought that Congress was going to pass something, but they was going to leave the time alone. They still messing with the time. Still. So, you gain you gain an hour. In the springtime, you lose an hour. So you have an extra hour to sleep. To me, it never made a difference. So it'll be dark real early, which I don't like. I don't like that. It'll be dark at 4:30. I just don't know why they don't leave the time like it is. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. Changing the time. And only here in United States they do that. They don't do that in no other country but this dumbass country. Stupid as hell. Anyway, it's almost time to end this video. Oh, shit, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go punch. I just looked at the time. I'm like, oh shit. All right, I'm back. Ooh, I was like, wait a minute, bitch, you didn't punch. I'm looking at the time like, ooh, it's 6:55. I'm like, let me hurry up and get out of here. That's why I try to do it as soon as I get here sometimes. Then I be timing myself when I'm gonna get off of here. And I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot to punch. Which that's dumb too, because the machine don't work half of the time. And I really had some cute shirts and some cute things to show y'all. But I ain't doing it. Unless y'all want me to. If you don't want me to, if you really, really want me to, let me know in the comment section. But I really don't want to give them, any accolades. I really don't. And I just said I would show you all the shirts. And it says, people talk about me behind my back. People talk behind my back I don't know, something. I have a fan club. I don't know what the whole shirt say, but this was a shirt from SHEIN that I'm sorry I cut y'all off. It was a SHEIN shirt that I had bought from and along with another top and, like I said, 2 dresses that was for Halloween. But I ain't, you know. But anyway, I am gonna let you all go. You all have a great day. I'll see you back on here tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 29th. No. Tomorrow is the 30th. And then Thursday is Halloween. Okay, you all have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Now I don't want to cut off.